Gary, a good week since the return back from Carlisle.
Well, yeah, obviously it was a disappointing result, but there was loads of positives to take from the game. We know where we can, and we're optimistic because there's certain areas where we know we're a lot better and we just haven't quite gelled at the moment. So I think there's a lot to be positive about, and we're working hard on trying to get that right.
Do you still have players that are asking questions of the rest of the squad to say, look, I'm here and I'm wanting to get an opportunity? Because I know there's been a few changes here and there in the team over the last few weeks, but the likes of Kanu, for example.
Yeah, I think we know we've got good, good players who, it's proven there's goal scorers there, there's good combinations, but it's just getting that ingredients right. And I don't think we've really perfected that just yet. If we're honest, from an attacking point of view. I thought the first game against Cambridge, it looked like it was going to be a real, almost easy at times because, we look good. And I think that just showed everyone what we're capable of. But I don't think, from an attacking point of view, we've consistently done that as well as we know we can.
So there's a lot of work gone into training, on the training ground to get that combination, the front two or front three, whatever it is you would choose to do, to get it a little bit more synergy in it, if you like.
Yeah, there is, but like you said, it's we had all pre-season to do that, but then there was obvious issues with one or two which we couldn't really, so we never had the bulk of the pre-season to work on that. So it's pretty much game by game now, and just sort of I don't think we try and tell players how to play. We want to try and guide them towards the best opportunity for them to perform the way what they're best at and how it's going to fit into how we're playing, and try and provide a better platform for them to produce them performances. So I think we're working hard on trying to get little combinations and finding the right balance. But I think the lads are optimistic, and like I said, there was a lot of positives to come out of Tuesday despite the result, and we're looking forward to the next game.
Defensively as well, a few changes there have been made over the last few weeks, but there's a positivity there as well as to actually you look at it, you go, we've got the numbers, we've got the cover, we've got the competition, and we can see the signs of how this defence could be if once they've got settled. Yeah,
I think apart from probably the Colchester game where there was excellent goals scored against us, I think it's been a little bit harsh. It's been like little mistakes, or and we've had a couple of penalties already against us, which we've already had one apology for. So it's like little margins. So defensively, we feel like we're in a good place, and we think we'll get better again. I think it's just we need to take that bit more pressure off the defence by being a bit better than what we've shown of late, attacking wise.
What do you anticipate and what do you expect Tranmere will bring at the weekend?
Well, obviously they're at home. They're gonna be wanting to play on the front foot and get at us, and obviously they'll expect to win as we do. But it'll be a tough game. I expect they've got some good players, and I expect another tough game for us. But I'm always a believer in we've got to concentrate on ourselves, and it's no different this game.
And what would it be like for you going back to Prenton Park?
Yeah, obviously, since I left, I have been back, but more like a punditry basis as opposed to playing. So, yeah, it was nice. It was, the people I did get close with there, the club are fantastic, and I'm looking forward to seeing them people I got on really well with. And like I said, I think I had a real good relationship with, I'd say, a lot of the supporters, and it'll be nice on that front. But I'm going there to do a job now for Port Vale, and it's I try and take away all that and just concentrate on the game.
A different team completely, obviously, from when you were there, but does knowledge of a football club help at all in any way in this instance?
Well, I think you've always got to be, you've got to do your research on the opposition, and I am still familiar with it. There's still a few players there who I signed for the club, so I'll know them players, and but we always do our research on the club, the opposition, but like I keep saying, it's about us. We've got to concentrate on ourselves, be aware of their strengths and their weaknesses, but we've got to perform to our strengths, and we're confident going as we are in every game, going into each game that we can perform and get the right result.
And that elusive away win, still waiting for it. I guess you'd be looking for the performance from the second half of Carlisle rather than that of the first, and that's what you'll have been saying to the players.
Yeah, I think again, like you said, we want to start performing, but consistency key in this league, and we've shown glimpses of what we're capable of. And like you've just said, we're only we've only just started the season, but we want to start performing like we did the first game of the season, like we did the second half against Carlisle, and we need to start doing that a bit more consistently.
And Lucan, 2-2 for him, is starting to become quite a focal part of the team, isn't he? He's a bit of an unsung hero, really.
Yeah, he is. The work rate he produces in games, he deserves his rewards, and that's something that we try and instill in all the players. I think the harder you work, the more rewards you get, and that's certainly the case with Luke. He's a good player, and he's been asked to perform in numerous positions for us this season, which isn't always fair on him, but he's more than happy to do it, and like you said, he never lets you down. He always gives 100%, and his performances of late have been excellent, and we're glad he's been able to get on the score sheet as well. And
Montano came on and made an impact. Is he in your thoughts, and perhaps in your thoughts as an attacking option?
Yeah, listen, Monty, we know the ability he's got. Monty's got lots of ability. He knows how much what we think of him, and how much we rate him. But he's probably he started getting a bit of consistency at the end of last season in a position he was unfamiliar with, and we just feel like he hasn't performed to that level as yet. But we've still got. He's flexible enough. He can play in a few positions, and he is a real threat. And if we can get him right, I think he'll be a real good plus for us.
And do you see him? Do you think more as an attacking option? I know he was playing in the defensive role last season, but for you, is that where you'd like to see him further up the field in the management team?
I think you just want to get good players on the pitch, don't you? And I think Monty's one of them players who, if you played him left back, if you played him left wing, if you played him up front, even if you played him on the right, he's even played centre half for us. I think he's a good player. And Monty could be anything he wants to be. And we just need to. I wouldn't worry too much with a player like Monty about nailing down a specific position. I think it's just about him performing more consistently, and we want to try and get him on the pitch and performing like we know he's capable of, and whether that's further back and joining in the attack, or being in attack and being a threat in that final third, then we just want him up to scratch and performing like we know we can, and he'll be a real plus for us.